Hi, welcome to Driving TV, and I hope you are well. In this video, I'm going to share with you some reminders. You as a driver, there are some common things that makes you a driver, and these common things you must know by heart, because these things makes you a driver. In this video, I'm going to share with you 7 things that makes you a driver. You as a learner, you will learn all those things. I'm giving you a reminder so that not only you are learning, but you must memorize them and know them by heart, so that eventually when you become a full driver, you have those things in your life, in heart, in your mind, so that when you're doing it, you're just doing it without thinking. Because these are the things makes you a driver. These are the things you must know by heart. So every time you come into a car, you know those things by heart. You've memorized them. Let's talk about those 7 things. Let's start the lesson. So like I said, as a driver, you need to know some common things which you need to have in your life for rest of your remaining driving days, because you will need them all the time, every time you are driving. So learn them and memorize them and know them by heart, so you know every time you come into a car. Okay, so out of the 7, number 1 is to memorize. Obviously, you should know them already because you've already started learn to drive. But I'm just giving you reminders so that you have it in your heart, you have it in your memory all the time. So number 1 is the DSSSM. Every time you come into a car, make sure you remember the DSSSM. What is DSSSM? Doors, seat belt, steering, mirrors. Every time you come into a car, you just do them without thinking. It is an automatic thing in your mind, in your heart. You don't even have to think. Make sure you memorize it so you know every time you come into a car, think of doors, seat belt, steering, mirrors. Do all those 5 before you even start the car. You as a driver, you need to be safe on the road for yourself and for others. And without those 5, you're not going to be safe. So number 1 is to do DSSSM every time you come into a car. Number 1. Number 2 is the MSPSL routine. By now, I am sure you know what is MSPSL routine is. But like I said, this is a reminder so that you keep those things, you keep it, you memorize it, so that every time you're not thinking, you're just doing it automatically. MSPSL routine. Without it, you're never going to be able to do the junctions correctly and safely. Every time you're dealing with junctions, going left, going right, dealing with roundabouts, dealing with crossroads, you will always need the MSPSL routine. What is it? Mirrors, signal, position, speed, and look. Memorize them and keep it in your heart so that every time you are going left or right, you are just doing it without thinking. It is an automatic thing for you. It should be just a natural thing. Because remember, when you're driving and you want to go left or right, the car is not stopping, car is moving. And if you need to think what's next, by the time you do it, by the time you think about it, car will be gone. So it should be in your heart. Mirrors, signal, position, speed, and look. Know them and know them how to put those into practice. Like I said in this video, I'm just giving you reminders, those things. So second is MSPSL routine. Third is the timing when you are dealing with junctions. You as a driver, it is important you get to learn the timing when you're dealing with junctions. For you to go left or right, for you to deal with roundabouts, for you to deal with junctions, which is open or closed junction. It is all about timing. The more you work on your timing, the more better you're going to be a driver, more safer you're going to be a driver. For example, you're driving along. You want to go next road on the left. You know what the left is. What do? You do the MSPSL routine, but it's all about timing. When I say timing, if you don't time yourself and you're driving in a speed where you're not doing anything, you're not looking at the mirror, you're not dealing with your speed, and near to the end, you are braking hard to slow the car, and the car behind is too close to you, what's going to happen? You see, the car behind needs to know what you are doing. Remember, you're not the only one on the road. There are others on the road who needs to know who you need to help. For you to go left, the car behind needs to know that you need to slow down for you to go left. If you don't give them a warning, if you don't help them by looking at the mirror, cover the brake and touch the brake and gently brake first and then brake hard. If you just look at the mirror and just brake hard at the end, what's going to happen to the car behind? You're not helping them, are you? So when you're dealing with junctions, going left and right, when you're dealing with roundabouts, dealing with crossroads, always make sure, think of the timing. Help yourself by learn the timing, how to deal with the situation. The more you think about the timing, more you work on the timing, more better it's going to be for you and for others around you. So when you are dealing with junction, think of the timing, think how you're going to deal with the junction with the timing. If you are learning and you need help on learning and passing the driving test, don't forget to take the advantage of our online course. The course gives everything a learner needs to learn to drive and to pass the driving test. It has everything a learner needs. I will leave a link on the description for you to have a look. Have a look and see and read, and if you like it, you could always join the course. Now, number 4 is coasting. Do you know what coasting is? What is coasting? Have you heard of coasting? Coasting is where you put the clutch down too early and you are driving the car while you put the clutch down. Remember, when you're driving a manual car, it's the gear giving some engine braking as well as if you need to brake with your brake. The engine braking is there because it's in gear. Soon as you put the clutch down, what happens? You are disconnecting the wheel from the gear and there is no engine braking. And if you need to stop quite hard, and if you need to stop suddenly, you need to brake hard, what's going to happen? Because there is no engine braking, you probably will skid and you probably will go and hit the thing that you're trying to save. So soon as you put the clutch down, there is no engine braking. You don't put the clutch down and drive the car while the clutch is down. You put the clutch down at the end to keep the engine running at the end. You don't put the clutch down to stop the car. So for example, you are driving and there's a traffic light and it's red. You know you'll have to stop over there. What do? Do you put the clutch down or do you brake? You don't put the clutch down, do you? You cover the brake and you just brake. And you brake, brake, brake. You are slowing the car. Engine braking is there also because it's in gear. You haven't put the clutch down yet. So you're braking, braking, braking. And at the end, you put the clutch down. But if you do it the other way, you put the clutch down first. What you've done, there is no engine braking anymore because you disconnected the wheel from the engine or the gear. That way, if you need to stop suddenly, you'll have to brake harder to stop and you probably will skid. And this is why coasting is dangerous. Look up more what is coasting. Ask your driving instructor to explain about the coasting. Make sure you remember coasting. Make sure you don't do coasting when you're driving. As a driver, you should avoid coasting. You should know what it is first, know why it is dangerous, and then you'll remember not to coast. It's all about knowing, isn't it? The more you know about the subject, more you know the danger behind it, it will help you to remember so that you don't do it. Okay, so learn about it, watch videos on coasting, ask your driving instructor about coasting, and don't coast on your driving. As a driver, avoid coasting. Number 5 is to check the mirrors every now and again, frequently. So you need to look at the mirror to make sure who's behind, who's on the side, who's on this side. You as a driver, you need to be aware of what's happening ahead as well as around you. Remember, the mirrors giving you the information you need for you to make decision. So for example, you need to slow the car. If you don't look at the mirror, you don't know what's happening behind. There could be a car very close to you. If there is, what are you going to do? Maybe you will delay your brake. Maybe you'll touch the brake. Red light comes on. They start to brake and then you're going to brake. If you don't look at the mirror, you don't get the information. Right? Remember, mirrors are there to give you the information so that you could make the decision as a driver to be safe on the road. Unless you look at the mirror, unless you check the mirror, you're not going to be safe on the road for yourself and for others. So before you do anything, make sure you check the mirrors. Before you do, meaning before changing gear, before slowing down, before giving gas. Before any action, look at the mirror or check the mirror, especially the top one, the rear view mirror. Also, and if you're driving on a long stretch of road and you don't have to do anything, you're just driving, then every 5 to 8 seconds, look at the top mirror or check the mirror. Rear view mirror every 5 to 8 seconds, and every now and again, look at the side mirrors. And if you're turning left or right, always start with the top and then whichever way you want to go. You want to go left, top and left. You want to go right, top and right. Always start with the top and then the side you are going. So I'm just giving you a reminder to check the mirror before anything you do, before any action, as well as every 5 to 8 seconds. It is important you as a driver, you check your mirrors regularly, frequently. Number 6 is reversing. When you're reversing, the car is going that way, backwards, right? Now for you to reverse, position yourself towards that way little bit, and so that when you're reversing, you could see easily looking at the back. So number 1, position yourself slightly that way, and also look at the back mainly when you're reversing, and every now and again look around. Look at the back mainly, and every now and again look around. Okay, the reason I say this is because many, they don't look at the mirror because of the neck problem. They think, well, I can't see the back. The reason is because they don't position themselves. That little thinking that you can do, many, they don't do it. They just think they're not allowed to do it. Especially in the test, the reason the learner is not looking at the back is because they haven't positioned their body to slightly that way. They don't even know that they're allowed to do that. Many times when I do mock tests with learners, they come through my channel to do mock test. When I ask them to reverse, they don't look at the back properly. They're just looking like that, as if they can't do it. The reason because they keep position there and they're trying to look. They're not positioning their body slightly that way. Okay, so when you're reversing, make sure you remember as a driver, you could position yourself slightly that way and look at the back mainly because that's the way the car is going. That's the way you should be looking. Okay, you as a driver, make you remember that, make sure you have that in your life so that you know as a driver you could do that. Reversing, position yourself that way and look at the back mainly. If you are learning and you need help on learning and passing the driving test, don't forget to take the advantage of our online course. The course gives everything a learner needs to learn to drive and to pass the driving test. It has everything a learner needs. I will leave a link on the description for you to have a look. Have a look and see and read, and if you like it, you could always join the course. And number 7, which is the most important as a learner, okay? You as a learner, for you to learn quickly and for you to learn easily and for you to become a good driver, it is important that you have plans in your mind and you practice in your mind those lessons, those things that I've just said, or anything you need to learn. Make sure you sit at home on a chair and play that in your mind. So for example, in this video, I said number 1, DSSSM, door, seat, seat belt, steering, mirrors. If I were you, I would sit on a chair at home, close my eye, and I would just think of that, play that in my mind. Door, seat, seat belt, steering, mirrors. Think of that, play that in your mind. Second, I said the MSPSL routine. Sit on a chair and think. Mirrors, signal, position, speed, and look. And if I were you, I wouldn't just memorize. I would just go through the actions that I need to do, the MSPSL. I would play an example in my mind. I would say, okay, in my mind, I'm thinking of going left. So what do? Top and left mirror, signal left, check my position, check my speed, look if it's safe, and then I'm going to go. You see, play that in your mind. That way, not only are you going to memorize it, it's going to be easy for you when you're dealing with junctions. Especially those things you find hard or difficult to do, play that in your mind. Not only it's going to help you to learn quickly and pass the test, but also it'll make you a good driver because those things that you are thinking, you're playing in your mind. When you are doing it actually on the road, you will do it without thinking. It's just going to come to your mind. Anything that I do, everything that I learn, and I've learned quite a few things in life. I'm a driving instructor, I'm an accountant by trade, I run a YouTube channel. All those things I've learned, not because I'm genius and I'm better than you. The reason is because I play those things in my mind. So before I need to do anything new, I make a list of the things that I need to do to be that. I just play those things in my mind. So if I were you, just as an example, just say roundabouts. You're learning roundabouts, okay? Or you want to learn roundabouts. What do? Open the book, watch the video, make notes of roundabouts, and play roundabouts in your mind. Play junctions in your mind. Play crossroads in your mind. Play moving off, stopping in your mind. Play the parallel parking in your mind. Just play those in your mind so that when you go and practice, the steps that you need to do becomes easy, becomes natural. Why? Because you've been thinking, you've been playing in your mind. Trust me, it works because I've done it. And I've done it many times. And I do it all the time. Even now, when I'm learning something new, I just play in my mind. I make notes, and then I just play in my mind. The more homework you do playing in your mind, more better it's going to be when you're learning with your driving instructor, with your friends, with your family, especially for your test. Because you've been playing in your mind, now when you are going to the test and doing those things, it's natural for you because you've done it many times in your mind. Practice it in your mind. Drive the car in your mind. So sit on a chair, like I said, and just any subject, just play in your mind. Just play it. Think, vision. I'm going left, I'm going right. On the roundabout, I need to go second straight, second left, third on the right, crossroad, traffic light coming up. If it's a red traffic light, how am I going to approach? If it's green, how do I approach? Okay? Just play in your mind. That way, every subject, you've played it in your mind, you've memorized it. When you go and practice them, they become easy, they become natural for you. What you are doing is you're making your mind more sharper on the subject. If you need extra help on learn to drive and to pass the driving test, don't forget to take the advantage of our online course, which gives everything a learner needs for you to learn and for you to pass the driving test. The course has everything a learner needs. It has more than 30 videos in the course giving you everything you need for you to learn and for you to pass the driving test. I will leave a link on the description for you to have a look. Have a look and see and read. And if you like it, you could always join the course. I hope this video helps. I hope these things gives you a reminder to have them in your life for the rest of your remaining driving days. Thank you for watching. I hope the video helps. If it does, please do give a thumbs up. Please do make a comment what you think of the video. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of my future videos. Hope to see you again on the next video. Bye for now.